सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
आदरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
रेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
कुञ्जा मधुरा माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं कृष्णं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनऊ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरना मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनऊ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति हूँ लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी। कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई। सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते। तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना। आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna everyone. We welcome you all for the L2 grammar sessions that's being conducted today. Let's begin with the starting prayer. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्. Okay, so today we have with us Rani Ramdas ji, who's from Muscat. She was selected as a trainer and she's been teaching since December 2020. She's highly experienced in teaching across all the levels. She also has an expertise in taking the master class for Geeta Gunjan, Geeta Pathak, and Geeta Pathik. She's also a mentor for all the trainers across all levels, and she's been the part of the trainer management team. So welcome, Didi. Thank you for taking this L2 grammar session class for us today.
Jai Shri Krishna, everybody. Warm welcome to L2 grammar class. All of you must have attended the L1 grammar class where you must have learned the basic grammar rules of Anuswara, Aghata, Visarga, the consonants, the vowels, and the 5 groups, and how each group has 5 letters. Today in this grammar class of level 2, we will see some more rules. If any of you have not seen the L1 class or may have missed watching the L1 grammar class, please go to our Geeta Parivar YouTube site and watch it. And also note that we have posted the latest PDFs of L1 grammar PDFs also we have posted. So it is good to get a good revision of the basic grammar rules. Now, to begin with, the consonants in Sanskrit. You all know that the consonants in Sanskrit are divided into 5 groups: Ka, Cha, Ta, Ta, and Pa. You all know that each group has 5 consonants, and the last consonant is the nasal consonant of that group. The pronunciation of each group is placed according to their specific mouth positions. So now let's look at the first slide, that is the places of articulation, where we will learn to pronounce each group at their places. So here you can see first is the throat, Kantha. That is, here you will see all the consonants in this group, they are produced in the throat. That is Ka, Kha, Ga, Gha, Nga. If you place your fingers on your throat, you will feel the vibration when you pronounce each consonant. Now the second group, which is the Cha group, in this group, all the consonants of this group is produced from the soft palate. That is also known as the Talu. When your rear tongue is on the soft palate, we get these sounds. That is Cha, Cha, Ja, Ja, Nya. Along with this, Sh is also produced from the same position. For example, Shariram Yada. So that Sh also comes from this soft palate. Then the third one you can see is the hard palate. That is Murdha. Now here, to get the pronunciation of this group of consonants, we have to slightly curl the tip of your tongue a bit backwards, and then it touches your hard palate, Murdha. Here, this group is Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, and Ra. Along with these consonants, you will also have Sh. This also is produced from the same position. Like, for example, you can say Manashasthani, Shash. So the Sh also comes from this group of consonants. Then the fourth group, you can see that here in this group, that is the Ta Varga. Here the pronunciation is produced when the tongue touches the teeth. That is Dantya. It is also called Dantya. Ta, Tha, Da, Dha, and Na. And here in this group, Sa, it also comes from this group of consonants. That is from this Ta group. Now the fifth group is the Pa group. You can see they are produced by our lips. We have to use our lips to pronounce these group of alphabets. That is the Pa group. You can see Pa, Pa, Ba, Bha, Ma. So these are the 5 groups that you saw. And now there are certain combinations also. Like you can see throat, throat and soft palate. That is, we have to use both the throat and the soft palate to pronounce the A and the I. You will see that the A and the I. We have to use the throat as well as the soft palate. The next combination is the throat and the lips. When the throat and the lips are combined together, we use both. Then it helps us to pronounce O and Ow. Same way, the next combination, the teeth and the lips is used to pronounce W. You can see the lips curling. It becomes like a round shape, W. The next one is own place and nose. In this combination comes all the consonants. That is the nasal consonants. You can see ng, I, r, n, and that is ma, partial ma. All these nasal consonants, and each of them, they belong to their own place. Ng comes from the throat. That is from the soft palate. And throat, that is the kantha. And nya, it comes from the soft palate, talavya. And nose, cha group, that belongs to the cha group. Then ra comes from the retroflex, that is the murdha and the nose. That belongs to the ta group. Na from dentals, that is dantya, that is the ta group. And ma, with the help of the lips and the nose, that is oshtya and nose. You have to use your lips and your nose to pronounce ma. That ma belongs to the pa group. Next, we'll take the next slide. Now here, a little bit more in details, we are going to see the sutras from the Panini grammar. According to these Sanskrit sutras, we decide which letter will be pronounced from which place. Now the first one here is Akuha Visarjaniyanam Kantha. That is, it comes from the throat and the gutturals. So here, all these consonants or varna are written in this sutra. Sutra is very small, but it has a very huge and vast meaning. Now, a and a, the group of consonants, ha is visarga. Like you can see, a, the first alphabet, a represents a, and a. The ku, it represents the ka group. That is the ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. Then ha, visarjaniya, ha. That also comes from the guttural. So this is the first one. Akuha visarjaniyana. The next one we will go is Ichuya shanam. Ichuya shanam. It comes from the palatals. That is the soft palate. Now here, the first one, E, represents both E and long E. And then the cha group. That is the cha, cha, ja, ja, nya. And here you can say Ichuya. So it represents ya also. And it represents sha. Shana. You can see how sha is written in English. Sha with a little bit, with a small line on top of it. So that comes from the soft palate. These are the groups which comes from these, sutras. Now, the third one you can see, Rutura, Rutura, Shanam. Rutura, Shanam. This comes from the murdha, that is the cerebrals. Here you can see R, that is the vowel sound, swara vowel sound, R, and long, short R and long R. And then the next is the ta group, ta, tha, da, dha, na. And also R to R. R indicates denotes R, the alphabet R. That is a special group of consonants. So each belongs to each group, how it is pronounced. This is Rutura Shanam Murdha. It comes from the cerebral. It is the cerebral sound. And the last, you can see the Sh. Then the fourth one is the lr, lr. So lr, tulasanam. So here, this comes danta. This comes from the dental. That is lr. So here in Bhagavad Gita, we don't use this lr. And then the next one is the ta group. That is ta, tha, da, dha, na. And the next one is la. La. Tu, see, r indicates r and r. Tu indicates the ta group of consonants. And then you can see la. So la, you can say la for laddu. So that la. And the next one is the sa. That is a special group of consonants, is also pronounced with the help of the dentals. Now the next one is upu padmaniyana maushtha. Maushtha. Upa padmaniyana maushtha. So these are the labials. That is, we use our lips to pronounce this. So you can see upu, u denotes u, and pa, that is the pu denotes the pa group of consonants. And here the next padmaniya, upadmaniya, that denotes the pa and the pa. So here you have to keep in mind that if there is a word beginning from after visarga, that you must have noticed in certain shlokas, after visarga, if the next word followed, it starts from pa or pa, you have to, the visarga pronunciation will be always pa, okay, partial pa. So that comes in this we have to use the oshtha, lips. Then the next one is O dauto kantoshtham. O dautoha kantoshtham. So here we have to use the guttural. This is the combination. Like you have to use the gutturals and the labials. That is the throat and the soft palate. So here under this comes O and Ow. O and Ow. You can say O and Ow. Both this comes under this group. Then comes the nya, ma, nga, na, na, na. You can see nya, ma, nga, na, na, nam, nasika, cha. So here, these are all the nasals. That is the anunasik. In this group, in this, all the anunasics, you know, we have to use our mouth and the nose to pronounce these anunasics. That is nga, iya, na, na, and ma. Then comes the next one, jihva muli yasya. Jihva muli yasya jihva mulam. That is the base of the tongue. Here comes the ka and the kha. So you know, if there is after visarga, the next word begins is, or the next word the following word begins from ka or kha, then the visarga pronunciation will be always kha. So for this we have to here we will not pronounce it as ha. You must have already studied this. We don't pronounce the visarga ha if the next word follows with the following word. The first alphabet is ka or kha. The visarga will be always pronounced as partial kha. Then comes the nasika nuswara rasya. Nasika nuswara swarasya. One more time. Nasika nuswarasya. So here comes the nasals. That is the anuswara, the dot. Okay. So here we use the nose, the nasika, to pronounce this anuswaras. Okay, go to the next slide. Now here you can see the how we are, that is the places is shown here exactly, how we are going to pronounce these and where these consonants are placed. You can see the first one, we will see the anunasika. You can see iya, And you can also see how it is written in the Roman letters. Ya, nga, na, ma, na, and the anuswara that comes anunasika nasal consonants. The next position you can see dantya, where we use the teeth and the tongue together. Here you can see r, ta, tha, da, dha, na, la, and sa. All the dental consonants grouped together to easily pronounce. And then we can see the murdhanya. Here you can see r, the vowel sound, r, and long r. Then ta, tha, da, dha, na, r, and sh, which we learned earlier. And also you can see in how it is written in the Roman letters. The next comes the talavya, when the rare tongue touches to your soft palate. So here you can see e, cha, cha, ja, jha, nya, ya, and sh. Coming to your lips, that is the oshtya, the labials. Here you can see u, pa, pha, ba, bha, and ma. The next you can see kanthya, that is the gutturals. We have to use the throat. So here the vowel sounds a, and then kha, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, and ha, and also the visarga ha. We missed out on the murdhnya, that is the murdha, that is the cerebrals, where the tongue, the tip of your tongue rolls a bit backwards towards your hard palate. So here it is r, ta, tha, da, dha, na, ra, and sh. So all, you can see how all are placed together according to the places from where the pronunciation comes. Yeah, that's the next one. Now comes the avagraha. So avagraha, you can see it is just S symbol, but in English it is written as that apostrophe. You can see after S, you can see that apostrophe. So it is denoted by that sign. Now we put the apostrophe sign. Now this sign is just to indicate that there was a visarga sandhi, and there was before there was the alphabet a here. Okay, after the visarga sandhi, this has disappeared. But to show that it has disappeared, we will put this avagraha sign that there was a visarga sandhi that has happened here. There is, you all will be knowing, there is no pronunciation for this avagraha. For example, if you take kleshodhikatarastesham, so in the first word, klesho. So here what we can do is just extend the prior word, that is the word which comes before the apostrophe. Just a little bit, this previous syllable, you have to just a little bit extend. Not too much also, just a little bit. Klesho. So like that. I will go to the next slide. We'll go to the next slide. Yeah. Now we'll study about the meter, that is the chanda. So here, first you can see Anushtup meter. So in Anushtup meter, the just an example, Evam satata yukta ye bhaktastvam paryupasate ye chapyaksharam avyaktan teshanke yoga vittamaha. So you can see the Anushtup, here we follow the Anushtup meter. We have in each shloka, we have 4 charanas, or we can say 4 quarters. Now each quarter or charana will have 8 letters or syllables. Now together the 4 quarters or the 4 charanas together, we will have 32 letters. So note, always understand that the half letters will not be counted. So now, for example, if you say Evam Satata Yukta Ye, the first charan, if you see A, A is one, that is second alphabet, and sa, ta, ta, three alphabets, yuk, ta, u and ta, again 3, 4, 5. So together A, 1, 2, sa, ta, ta, 3, 4, 5, yukta, 6, 7, and the last ye becomes the eighth syllable. So here, so this is the example of making you understand that each charana has 8 syllables or consonants. Okay, the half letters won't be counted. Now we'll take the second meter that we follow here is Trishtup meter. So here you can see full 4 lines. That is 4 charanas. Here also we have 4 charanas, but the charanas are bigger. So here in each charana you will have 11 syllables. And totally in all the 4 lines, 4 charanas, we will have 44 letters. Now we can take the example of Adhaschordhvam prasritastasya shakha. If you see, Adhaschordhvam. Is 1, dha is 2, cho is 3, is counted as 3, and va is counted as 4. Adhaschordhvam. So 4 alphabets here. Next, prasritastasya. So pra will be counted as 5th, sra will be counted as 6th, ta will be counted as 7, sta, that is ta, will be counted as 8, sya, that is the year, will be counted as 9. And then shakha, 10 and 11. Sha, 10, kha, 11. So you can see 11 syllables in 1 charanas. So like that, 4 charanas will have 44 syllables or letters. Now, there are exceptions. In few shlokas, there may be excess, like you can find 1 syllable more, or sometimes they lack 1 syllable. That is, maybe 1 syllable becomes less also. Now, same in the same 15th adhyaya, if you take the 3rd shloka, Naru pamasye hatatopalabhyate. Here you can see na 1, rupa 2 and 3, masyeha 4, 5, ye becomes 5, ha becomes 6, and then tathopalabhyate, ta 7, tho 8, pa 9, la 10, and then bhya, that is ya becomes 11, and the te becomes 12. So you can see there are 12 syllables in this charana. So there are few 4 or 5 shlokas in total of Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapters, where you will find sometimes 1 syllable is more and maybe 1 syllable is less. So in Bhagavad Gita, these 2 meters are used, and both these meters have different tunes. You just heard both the tunes. So this is about the chanda, that is the meter. Yeah, we'll go to the next slide. Now we will learn the rules of Aghata. You must have learned in the level 1, how is Aghata? Aghata is the 2 parallel lines that comes on the alphabet, which is followed by Sanyukta Akshar, that is combined conjunct letters, where 2 alphabets are joined together. So normally what happens, in the level 1, you can see whatever is the combined alphabet, the first alphabet will be taken, will be doubled. Okay. So here now in this level 2, we have to know, in this level 2 grammar, we have to know what is the combination of the 2 joint alphabets. That is, the first element of the combined, that is the joint alphabet, will be repeated 2 times. That is, we double it. The first half letter will be added to the previous letter, which has got Aghata. For example, you can take the second shloka of 15th, first, that is, the second shloka of the 15th adhyaya. Adhaschordhvam prasritastasya shakha, prasritastasya shakha, guna pravriddha pravriddha. You can see guna. So na has got aghata because pra is joint alphabets, conjunct letters. That is, two alphabets are joined together here, partial pa and complete ra. So guna. So along with the aghata on na, we will take pa and also we will pronounce the pra again. So guna pravriddha. So that is one rule. And now next, the previous alphabet na will have the aghat. So hope you understood this. So half is pa and ra is complete there, which is the pa is repeated, is doubled twice. That is doubled while pronouncing. Now in L2 grammar, the word, now here if you can see the first one, vyakhya. Vyakhya. So here there is another rule that the second and the fourth alphabet, when it comes after the aghata alphabet, when it is followed by the aghata, the second and the fourth alphabet when it comes, you can see vyakha. So ka is the second alphabet of the ka group of consonants, like ka, kha, ga, gha. Yeah, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. So for according to the aghata rules here, vya, kha, again kha and ya. But here, according to the rule here, what the second, that is the doubling letter, will become the first alphabet of that group of consonants. That if it is the second alphabet, we will pronounce the first ka, not the, we cannot pronounce it as wak, kya. We will say vya, kya. We will not say vyak, kya. We will say vyak and kya. So the first alphabet of that group, whichever alphabet is there, if the second alphabet, then we have to use the first alphabet to pronounce the doubling method. So vyak, we will take the partial ka, vyak, and then kya, because here ka and ya are joined together. Okay, vyak, kya. We will not say vyak and kya. We will say vyak, that is the first alphabet, and kya. So if it is the, now if you take the next word, kridhyati, kridhyati. So here the is the fourth alphabet of the third group of consonants. That is ta, tha, da, dha, nga. Okay, nya. So here you will say kridhyati. So here dha and ya are joined together, but we will not say kridh and dhyati. We will say krid. We will take the first, that is the third alphabet. We will take the third. If it is the fourth alphabet, that has to be double. We will take the third alphabet for the first aghata. That is kridhyati. If it is dha, we will take the. And if it is the second alphabet, kha, we will take ka. In whichever group, however it comes. So this is the rule. If it is the second and the fourth alphabet, we have to take. If it is the second and the fourth alphabet that comes as joined, first element of the joint consonant, then we will take the first alphabet. That is, if it is the second alphabet, we will take the first alphabet, and for the fourth alphabet, we will take the third alphabet. So those are the examples. Vyakhya, vyakhya, and the next one, if you pronounce kridhyati. So krid, we will take the and then dhyati. Okay, so this is the rules of aghata here in the second level. Then we'll go to the next one. We'll go to the next slide. Now we will learn certain visarga sandhis. So here, the first condition that we see is, this rule is very important. The visarga sandhi rules are very important. Many participants have so many doubts regarding this. Actually, visarga sandhi is very deep learning. We will not go so much in detail. We will not go so much in detail regarding this. We know the two dots, that is the two dots which comes after a word is the visarga. Now in Roman, this is indicated as H with a dot under it. Now when we have, you can see the first one, when we have a, a plus the visarga ha plus next a, then it will become to the long O. That is O with an avagraha symbol. You can see the example here. Prathama ha plus adhyayaha. Prathama plus ha plus adhyayaha. Now before ha, you will see ma. So there is a there, and then the visarga, and then the next word follows, again begins with the vowel sound. So pratamaha plus adhyayaha, that ha visarga will change into O with a avagraha. Because why we are having that avagraha there? Because the visarga, after the visarga, the first A disappears. Okay, and it becomes O. So prathamodhyayaha. So that is one condition. Next, you can see a plus avagraha ha, a plus avagraha ha plus soft letters. Soft letters, that is mriduvarna. Now, what are the soft letters? Soft letters are the third and fourth letter of each group of consonants. Like if it is third and fourth letter of each group of consonants, like ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. So third and fourth is ga and gha. So like that in every group, that is cha group, it will be cha, cha, ja, ja. So here the third and fourth is ja, ja and ja. The ter group will, in the ter group, the third and the fourth alphabet will be da and dha. Then in the ter group, you will have da and dha. In the per group, you will have ba and bha. So remember, the third and fourth consonants of each group is the soft letter, that is the mridu varna. So here what happens, you can take the example, durachara, durachara. So here, that is the first word, then plus the visarga ha, plus the next word is, if it is bhajate, bhajate. So bha. So that is the, you can see, bha is the fourth alphabet of the per group of consonants. So here, durachara. So a plus ha, that is the visarga, plus the first alphabet, that is the soft consonant bha. The ha goes and it becomes O. So how it will be pronounced? Duracharo bhajate. Duracharo bhajate. So this is another condition you have to remember. That is two conditions here, a plus visarga plus a. That is the if before visarga there is a vowel a, and after visarga again there is a vowel a, it here, then what happens, the visarga disappears and becomes O with an avagraha. Because it is disappearing, we will put that avagraha mark also. So it becomes like in the first one, it becomes prathamodhyayaha. Now the second condition is a plus ha plus any soft letter. Soft letter, you know, is the third and fourth consonant of each group. Now here, if you take the example, durachara. So here a comes before visarga, and after visarga, you can see the soft consonant bha. So then it turns, that visarga turns into O. So duracharo bhajate. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. We'll go to the next slide. So the next is again Visarga Sandhi. This is another rule. That is, if there is a vowel A and there is after, that is before ha, before Visarga, if there is a, and after Visarga, there is a vowel except a. It can be a, e, u, whatever, all the vowel sounds except a. Then here again, the visarga disappears. You can see the example, mana plus ha, manaha plus adhatsva. It's a long a. So When you join it together, then what happens when we do the sandhi here? The her disappears and we will read it as mana adhatsva. Mana adhatsva. Here the visarga disappears. This is one condition. The next one is if there is a long a. If there is a long a and then there is a vowel or a soft letter. That is a, long a plus vowel or any soft letter, any vowel or any soft letter, then here again, here also the visarga disappears. This is another condition. Like if you see the example, Maya pahrutak jnana, Maya pahrutak jnana plus visarga ha plus asuram. Asuram. So Maya pahrutak jnanaha plus asuram. So what happens? Again, the ha goes away. It disappears. So here, Maya pahrutak jnana asuram. That visarga in this second this thing visarga sandhi, you can see how the visarga just disappears. Okay, so these two you have to it's actually not, it's sometimes you feel it is very complicated, but no, if you learn these conditions, when you can find it out, you know, when you observe the certain words in the shloka. Okay, we'll go to the next one. Now, the next condition here is, now vowel, the first word, if it is, that is the before the visarga, if it, the vowel should accept a and a, okay, any other vowel, that is e, u, a, anything, plus the visarga, plus along the next after visarga, it will be a vowel or soft consonant, any vowel or soft consonant. Then you can see the visarga turns into ra. Here you can see hari plus ha, hari, harihi, because before visarga it is e vowel, the visarga will also be pronounced as he. So harihi agachati, harihi agachati. So what happens? The ha turns into ra. So you will pronounce it as harira gachati. Okay, harira gachati. And then the next one, if this is the example of having a vowel after the visarga, like before the visarga a vowel except a and a, any other vowels, plus the visarga ha plus any vowel. So this first example is of a vowel. So before visarga, you can see a vowel other than a and a, and after visarga, you can see a vowel, that is a. So harihi, harihi agachati will become harira gachati. Okay. Then the next condition again is hari, same, there is a vowel other than a and a plus ha, the visarga, and after visarga, the next is a soft consonant. Ga is a soft consonant. The third and fourth consonants of each group are the soft consonants. So here, after visarga, it is ga. So here what happens, if the soft consonant comes, the ha will turn into partial ra. Harir gachati. Harir gachati. Okay. So these are another conditions that you have to learn in this level. Now you can see the next slide. Here you can see again, visarga sandhi. This is the fourth condition that you have to follow. Now, like if there is a vowel before the visarga, that is ha. Okay, before visarga, if there is a vowel, and after visarga, it is followed by cha, cha. Or the next one, there is a vowel and there is a visarga, and after visarga, it is followed by ta, tha. Again, the next one, there is a vowel and there is a visarga, and if it is followed by ta, tha, then what happens? each group will change, will have a different consonant coming over there. Now, like if you see the first one, vowel, that is yogina. Okay, so a is a vowel and then visarga. So before visarga, you can see a vowel a, and after visarga, you can see chainam. So ch. So here what happens when we do the sandhi, yogi naschinam, the sh comes here. Okay, yogi naschinam. This will always happen when there is a vowel and there is a visarga, and if there is after visarga cha and cha. Okay, it will turn into sh. You can see yogi naschinam. The visarga has become sh. Yogi naschinam. Now, next one, the next example you can see, if there is ta and tha, there is a vowel like dhanu. Dhanu, u is a vowel, and then there is visarga. And after visarga, if it is ta or tha, so dhanu plus visarga, ha, and plus tankar. Tankar. So here it will turn into sha. Okay, so it will become dhanush tankar. Dhanush tankar. So first, when there is cha and cha, it becomes sha, and the next condition, vowel plus the u vowel plus ha, that is the visarga, and the next one, the next word begins from ta or tha, then the anuswara, I mean the visarga here becomes sh. So you can see dhanu, u plus ha plus ta. When done, the sandhi is done, you will see it becomes dhanush tankar. Dhanush tankar. Okay. Now in the next condition, if there is a vowel, and that is, now you can see the example here. Hanyu, hanyu. So here you, u. Okay, u is the vowel sound here. Then there is a visarga ha, and after visarga, if there is ta or tha, then here you can see it is tanme. So what happens when the sandhi happens here? It becomes hanyus tanme. So the alphabet sa, the visarga here turns into sa. So these are the rules. If you keenly observe when you're reciting the shloka, you will understand how this happens, how the visarga sandhi happens, how it becomes sh, how it becomes sh, sa, sh, and sa. Okay. So these are the visarga rules, new visarga rules that you study here in this level 2. Yeah, and thanks a lot for joining in and trying to learn the grammar. Any doubts, if you all have, you can raise and ask. Raise your hands and ask.
Kamlesh Gargji, could you please unmute and ask your question?
जय श्री कृष्ण जी।
Yes.
दीदी ये जो वेल नोन श्लोक है गीता का, यदा यदा धर्मस्य, इसके तीसरे चरण में जब हम बोलते हैं तो हिंदी में जब अनुवाद हम करते हैं तो अधर्म की जब बढ़ जाता है तो अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य बोलते हैं या अधर्मस्य बोलते हैं?
Yeah. What this is from which adhyaya you're telling?
4th अध्याय, यदा यदा धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत। अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य में मैं के बाद ए अपने आप में निहित है या ए हमें अलग से बोलना पड़ेगा?
Just a minute. Let me look at the shloka. 4th chapter.
I think it is 7th shlok.
Yes, got it. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. And then what you said? Abhyuthanam
dharmasya. इसमें मेरा जो
है
वो ये है.
No, it is not nam. It is abhyuthanam dharmasya.
नहीं, धर्मस्य से पहले ए हमें उच्चारण करना होगा या ए अपने आप में ही उसमें इम्प्लाइड है?
Before dharmasya, you're talking about a or a.
Yeah. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, क्योंकि हिंदी में उसका जब जब अधर्म की बढ़ जाता है अधर्म, मीनिंग अगर हम लेंगे हिंदी में श्लोक का, तो जब अधर्म बढ़ जाता है, तो मेरा डाउट यहाँ आ जाता है कि मैं के बाद जो अधर्म में ए लगाना है या मैं में ही वो अपने आप ही निहित है?
नहीं, अ नहीं लगाना है वहां. नो नो, देयर इज नो अ देयर. अ नहीं लगाना है. अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य, मधर्मस्य, देयर इज नो अ देयर. उसको मधर्मस्य ही बोलना है. अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य.
अद्भुत थान में धर्मश्रेय, तो मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगा अद्भुत थान में
नो नो नहीं, अ नहीं
धर्म
बोलना है. नहीं नहीं,
है,
अ
नहीं
नहीं बोलना है वहां.
ठीक है, थैंक यू दीदी, सो काइंड ऑफ यू.
वेलकम.
Jaya Chandra ji, could you please unmute and ask your question?
Jai Shri Krishna Didi. I want to know what is an indeclinable vowel? यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है ना? हाँ जी.
Where is it written?
In your in the PDF which you have given, it says what is an indeclinable vowel? In rule 5, no, if the visarga is in this Punah Janma example, any indeclinable vowel.
Punarjanma. Just a minute.
What is indeclinable vowel?
Punarjanma. So here Punarjanma, any swara, that is any swara, and then there is visarga here. Any swar here. Punaha plus janma. This is what you're asking.
Yes, no, the word used is Didi, indeclinable vowel. तो मुझे वो नहीं समझ में. All swaras are vowels. ये indeclinable swara क्या है? Yes, Didi.
Yeah.
Or we should just ignore that word indeclinable.
I think so. Shruti, please unmute Shruti.
It doesn't matter, Didi. If it's not important, we'll forget it.
Yeah, it is here the visarga turns into partial r, like punaha and plus janma, it becomes the h is not pronounced here. The h turns into partial r. Because the next alphabet, as I told you, is j. That is the soft consonant.
Okay, so Didi, one more small doubt. When do we say ra or ru? For Krishna, is it Krishna or Krushna?
No, so if you look at my face, r, it is actually in Sanskrit we pronounce r within the mouth. We don't shape the change of your lips. We will not say ru. If you look at my face, we will not say ru or we will not say ri. It comes, the r should come from within your mouth. Krishna. Krishna, not Krishna or not Krishna. Okay, you have to properly pronounce it as Krishna. You will not change the shape of your lips. Yeah, it should come from within. Yeah.
Okay.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi. For that yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati abhyutthanam adharmasya, the word is abhyutthanam, adama, and adharmasya. So adhama and a becomes madharmasya. So adharma is included in that word itself. For that Riya's clarification. Abhyutthanam.
So the partial ma and the joins together and becomes ma.
Yes. Yeah. So adharma word is there. So we don't have to again add a.
Yeah. Madharma. Yeah. Vidhi. Somebody asked for vidhi. So here also, if you say somebody asked for vidhi, if you see we and we will not say with and dhi. So here we will take the prior consonant, that is the, tha, the, dha. So if it is the, we will pronounce it as partial the. First we will double the with and then dhi. Okay, is it clear? Somebody asked this doubt. With dhi. Okay. So that rule is there here also, we and the and the dhi. So we will not say with and then the. It is difficult to pronounce that. So we will take the prior consonant of the, that is the third consonant, the, to double the. Okay, with the. Yeah.
Gunashekaranji, please ask a question.
My question is the second when it turns as that lopa you told, lopaka. Can you explain? Visarga, first one you told, it will come as
Yeah.
When Visarga disappears, that rule you again explain.
Yeah. Can you please put that slide again? Deepakji, please put the slide again, because you need the slide to explain that. Yeah. If there is a plus the visarga and the visarga is again followed by a, then here the visarga disappears and it becomes an O, that is with an avagraha. I think it is the first one. The first one, visarga sandhi, first one, just the one about, yeah. Here, I think you're asking about this.
No, the next
Are you
one.
asking about this? Yeah. So here, if you see, before visarga, if there is that is about
second one, you told,
the second
Visarga
one. Which one?
Next
second
slide.
one
See,
you told,
here,
Visarga will disappear.
you are asking me how it becomes long O. That is O with a
That
apostrophe, with an
understand.
avagraha.
You told that Visarga disappears.
So that is the second one.
That you.
Please put the second slide. After this, the second one, Visarga Sandhi 2. Yeah. Now here, if you see, okay, the Visarga, please pay attention here. If the Visarga plus the, before the Visarga, if there is the vowel and plus Visarga plus any vowel other than that is, it can be a long it can be oo, it can be a long oo, it can be e, any other vowel other than okay, like if you see mana, here na has got a, and then you can see there is this thing, visarga ha plus vowel, okay, other than a, except other than any vowel can come here, then the visarga disappears. Now, for example, what is given here is manaha plus adhatsva. Okay, manaha plus adhatsva. Will here, when you do the sandhi, the ha disappears. That is, the visarga disappears and it becomes mana adhatsva. Is it okay?
And one was soft letter. You also told soft letter also it will happen.
Yeah,
Same thing.
so the next one, yeah, this is the first example is with the vowel one, before the visarga, and the next after visarga, if it is followed by a vowel other than okay, the visarga disappears. Now in the second one, you can see, that is a long vowel. Okay, you can see the second condition is before visarga, if it is a long then ha, then if you, it can be a vowel or it can be a soft letter. But here you can see after visarga, it is again a long vowel okay. So here also the visarga will disappear. Even if it is a soft letter coming there after ha, the visarga will disappear. Now that example here, maya ya pahrutak jnana. So before visarga, there is a long na, okay, and jnana, long visarga, and there is a visarga ha, and then again it is followed by a long visarga, that is asuram. Okay, again when you do the sandhi, the visarga disappears and you will read it as mayaya pahrutak jnana suram. Okay, jnana asuram. You will read it together. That visarga ha you will not pronounce.
Before visarga, it can change. before Visarga, it comes instead of A, it comes A, correct?
Yeah. Before Visarga A and after Visarga also any vowel. Okay.
After
There
Visarga,
also,
any vowel. It may be
yeah,
even A
any,
again. It may be
yeah,
A.
E, whatever comes, you will,
Any vowel.
when it merges together, the Visarga disappears.
I see. And first one, what you told, if it is A and second followed by any letter, any vowel,
Other
except
than A. Yeah.
other
The
than
first
A.
one,
First
if
one,
it is followed,
previous one, what will happen? That is
A,
before Visarga, it may be A.
yeah. It has to be A. And after Visarga, before Visarga, it has to be A. And after Visarga, it can be any vowel other than A. It can be A, E, U, anything.
Oh, that
Then
can
also
be
the
one.
Visarga
But there, that
disappears.
soft letter should not come.
No, here on the first condition here, the soft letter, no.
I see. Only for second condition, where before Visarga, if it is A, then only soft letter is there.
Yes. Yeah. Visarga, then the vowel and the soft vowel or any soft letter also, vowel is followed by any soft letter also, the Visarga will disappear. Here we have given the example of having a long vowel. Okay. Okay. Then also the her goes after doing the sandhi, it disappears.
The condition is before Visarga, it should be A. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Then only
Yes. It should be long. Yeah.
Then only Visarga will disappear in any case.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, example, Arjunaha Uvacha it is. Arjunaha.
Yeah.
Plus Visarga, then U is a vowel. So the Visarga disappears. So it is Arjuna Uvacha.
Yeah.
For the first example.
And this Rakara, what I want to test, avyaya, indeclinable means avyaya. Puna is there indeclinable one.
What it is? How it becomes Ra?
Because when any avyaya comes, puna means it is an avyaya. So when it avyaya comes and after that Visarga comes, that Visarga will disappear.
Yeah, it will, like if it is now that example which we told just now,
Puna
Janma.
is indeclinable.
Yeah.
Cannot be
Yeah,
changed.
Here the Visarga changes into Rafa Ra, that is partial Ra.
Correct. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Anurag ji, could you please ask your question?
I just posted that question in the common group. Can you see the chat? I mean, I can repeat it. Is it okay to say the letters in an alphabet, or can we say alphabets?
You can say letter, alphabet, syllable. Anything, consonant.
No. My question is, we keep on saying the word letters in an alphabet. Alphabet to me is a group of a collection of words or collection of letters, not words.
Yeah.
Collection of letters, like letters of the English alphabet or letters of Hindi Varnamala, what we say.
Yeah.
So, I was corrected 5 years ago because I always use the word alphabets instead of letters.
Yeah, alphabets is, as you said, it is a collection of letters.
That's right. So I would never use the term alphabets, and I would always use the word letters.
You can say letter. Yeah, you can say a letter, or you can say a syllable.
Okay.
Or a consonant. You can also say a consonant.
So it is not correct to use alphabets.
Alphabet and alphabets. Okay, alphabets are together. Alphabet is a single letter.
Okay. So I'm confused here. Alphabet is a single letter and letter is also a letter. I am under the impression that the collection of letters is alphabet.
It's called alphabets.
Letters of English alphabet.
Yeah. Okay. Alphabets. Yeah. Anybody else?
Anybody else? Could you please raise your hand if you
Gauri ji, yeah, sent a request. Gauri Mahajan ji.
I think she has to be unmuted.
Somendra Bhaiya ji.
Yes.
I am asking one doubt now told me that the Visarga Sandhi.
Cannot hear you, sir.
Visarga Sandhi. Are you? Am I audible now?
Yeah,
Visarga-
yeah.
So in Visarga Sandhi for this consonant, actually I am referring to 16th chapter 19th sloka. There, Dishatak Kuran, Samsarishu Naradman. Here, this ko is not a soft consonant, it is a hard consonant. Am I correct? Yes, so after the Visarga, that ko we pronounce kha. So,
You are not audible, Bhaiya.
We are not audible properly. We cannot hear you properly, sir.
No, now actually I am unmuted and my video is available. Am I
Yes,
audible?
but can you come closer to your mic, sir?
Yes, I have come closer to the mic. So what I am asking in Visarga Sandhi, that 3, in that you have given that for the soft consonants, this will be there. But this consonant is not soft consonant.
I cannot hear him. I just cannot hear him. It's not very clear.
Ka is not a soft consonant. No, it is a hard consonant. So for ka, it is ka. After
Shruti, he is asking about which shloka?
Shloka 19 of chapter 16.
Shloka 19 of chapter 16.
Yes.
Just a minute, sir.
Please do.
19 of 16. Yeah, which one? Tanahan dvishata kruran. Are you talking about that?
Yes, I am talking about that kha. That after Visarga, it is becoming kha, whereas it is a...
Yeah. So there is a rule, no? So we just explain that rule. After Visarga, if it is followed by ka, we have to, there is a rule in Sanskrit for that. If after Visarga, it is followed by ka, you have to pronounce that Visarga as partial ka. Dvishata krura. This is a rule. This is a rule. Okay, you have to follow this rule here. I can't hear you.
The network problem है उनकी. Now Gaurav Bhaiya ji.
Gaurav ji, please ask your question.
Yeah. So when does O come? So basically, A plus U is O. Okay. So Arjunaha Uvacha becomes Arjuna Uvacha. Then we have A plus U. So then we can again form Arjuna Uvacha.
No, Arjuna. There is... yeah. Explain, Shruti.
Yeah. See, you said it right. Arjuna plus A plus U becomes O. But here, Arjuna, there is a Visarga, Arjunaha Uvacha. In the main word, when that becomes Sandhi, the Visarga disappears and it is Arjuna Uvacha and not Arjuna Uvacha.
Okay.
There is a Visarga in between.
Okay, in some, I don't remember the shloka, but there are some words where
I understood. But in that, there is no Visarga. What you are saying is A plus U, there is no Visarga in between. That's why it becomes O. A plus U becomes O. But here, Arjunaha, there is a Visarga, and after that, it is followed by U. So whenever the first word ends with the A, then the Visarga, then it is followed by any other vowel other than A, it becomes this Visarga disappears. So it is Arjuna Uvacha.
Okay. So sometime back, like 2 minutes back, somebody asked question, we didn't have Mana was mana only, and but there is word like manorama
Mana
and all those other.
adatsva. Mana adatsva.
Mana
Manaha.
yeah.
Yes, it is
Mana adatsva.
manaha adatsva.
Yeah.
The word is manaha and adatsva. When the
That
both
is a condition.
yeah.
There is a
When both
condition there.
words
Before her,
become sandhi.
before visarga, there is a, and after visarga, again there is a vowel. So the her disappears. That is a condition you have to follow. That's a rule, the visarga sandhi rule.
Oh. So when with visarga it will become O. Will it become O with visarga sometime?
Yes, yes. A plus
Yeah,
a becomes O.
A plus A becomes O.
Yeah, in between there should be visarga.
But mana plus
Prathama, visarga and adhyayaha. Prathamodhyayaha.
Prathamodhyayah.
Yes.
Can you just put the slide, please? We will just explain to him this properly. Just put the slide. We will explain this properly. The visarga sandhi second.
Dvitiyaha plus adhyayaha. Dvitiyodhyayaha. So all the adhyayas
Not
are
this
like
one,
this.
the first one.
Yes,
The
all the
visarga
adhyayas
sandhi
are like
first
this.
one.
It is
The
the
visarga sandhi
prathama
first.
followed by visarga, then the adhyaya.
The first one, please put the first slide. That is the visarga sandhi one. Yeah. Yeah. Now here, if you see, please look into the screen. Here you can see a vowel, okay? Plus the visarga ha, plus the next word after visarga is followed by again a vowel a. Then the visarga disappears and it becomes O. Okay? You can see the example here. Prathama, a. Just a before the vowel ha. And after the vowel, again it is followed by adhyayaha, a. So a plus the visarga plus followed by the next a. What happens when the sandhi happens here? The her disappears and it becomes prathamo dhyayaha. Now, because it becomes O, you can see from the also disappears from that adhyayaha. You can see pratamo, we don't say adhyayaha, we say pratamo dhyayaha. Since the disappears, the is not to be seen. So then we put that apostrophe, that is the avagraha. You can see that and on O, you can see a small line. So that is the apostrophe. That is, it indicates that there was an here, which is not there now. And it becomes a, and a plus visarga plus a. The vowel becomes prathamodhyayaha. Is it clear for you?
Yeah, it's clear. But one thing, so if this goes away, and in writing we show that avagraha, but in speaking we omit it. But so how will, so if we are not writing and we are just speaking, how will the other person know that there was a there? Or he needs to know.
So what we will do, I understood your question. So here what we will do, if before that you can see prathama plus ha plus the disappearing okay, and the visarga and that is also going and it becomes O long. So to indicate that apostrophe, we will always, a little bit we will elongate that O. That is what the apostrophe. It is not too much. Prathamo, we will not go. We will just say prathamo dhyayaha. Otherwise, if that apostrophe is not there, we will just say it as prathamo dhyayaha. But because that apostrophe, that avagraha is there, that is the was there, we will just extend that O a little bit, like prathamo dhyayaha. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
Sureshwarji, please go ahead with your question.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My question is that whether we will able to get the hard copy of the grammar book. Can it be available on payment?
It is already the hard copy we will not get. We only post the PDFs. So you have to take the printouts and go through it. And also you have to attend the grammar classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Gauri Mahajanji.
Please unmute.
Please
Please
unmute, Didi.
unmute. We cannot hear you.
Sender requesting.
Yeah.
Already sent it, Didi. 3-4 times.
I think she doesn't know to unmute.
Gauri Didi,
The,
is there a
the-
message to unmute? You have to click on it. You have to click on it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to know, normally there are diphthongs. If there's a combination of two vowels, it becomes a diphthong. Like in English, you have player, P-L-A-Y-E-R. It becomes ayer. And ear, here, H-E-A-R. There will be E and A. We pronounce it as here. And it's a two-tier compartment. T-I-E-R also becomes ear. So I want to know if these rules are, and in English there are also silent letters, like R is a consonant, it becomes silent if it is followed by a consonant, whether in single word or in connected speech. You say, my father is a doctor. F-A-T-H-E-R is followed by I. So there, R is pronounced. My father is a doctor. But my father comes home at 6 o'clock. So father, R is silent because comes is a consonant. So are there such words in Sanskrit also? Whether
there is no silent letter.
No.
in
No.
Sanskrit.
Here every consonant has to be pronounced. If it is half, we will pronounce the half, and if it is full, we have to pronounce the full.
Yes,
consonant.
So there'll be, and also, ma'am, like you say that the third letter of each group is soft.
Yeah,
does
third
it
and
apply?
fourth.
Yes. Ya,
The
ra,
third and
la, ya, ra, la, wa, la, and wa,
yeah.
third and
Yeah.
fourth. So can you give me
Yes.
some examples for this? Ya, ra, la, sha, sa, sa, ha.
No,
Shasa
that
is not soft.
Not soft. Only ya, ra, la, wa. They are the soft consonants.
Ya is the first one, no? I thought.
No. Yaralava is not belong to any group, Didi.
Yeah,
The
it is
third and
a special
fourth,
group of consonants. Yeah.
Yes.
It is a special group of consonants.
Pa, pha, ba, bha. Ba is
Yeah.
Ka, cha,
Ba
ta,
and
ta,
bha.
pa.
Huh.
Yeah.
Similarly,
in all the groups, all the five groups.
The. So
yeah, the and the third and the fourth consonant of each group. That is the ka group, the cha group, the ta group, the ta group, and the pa group. They the third and fourth consonants. They are the soft. We call it as the soft consonants. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a very enlightening lecture, and most of our doubts were clarified. And we have to be very particular when we are reciting a shlok or.
Yeah, since now you understand a little bit of grammar, if you keenly observe, you will know how the visarga sandhis are done. Normally people don't look too much into whatever is taught, they just learn it. But since you attend the grammar class and observe certain shlokas where the ha has disappeared, how the o has got an apostrophe, why it is lengthened long, all that you will, if you observe while reciting, you will understand it better. So please go through the PDFs also. Please keep the printouts of the grammar PDFs to always understand. Any doubt, please go back into the PDF and just check it. We have elaborately explained everything. And also we post these grammar classes on our Geeta Parivar YouTube site. So you can check into the L1 grammar class, the L2 grammar class to clarify your doubts again, in case you get any doubts. Okay.
Anybody else with any questions, please raise your hand.
Raghuveer Acharya Bhaiya is raising hand virtually. You have to unmute him.
Raghuveer.
Hello, that Kachata Tapa group, first letter also soft letter, na?
No, Bhaiya.
No. According to Sanskrit rules, only the third and the fourth syllables are soft consonants.
First letters are what then?
Kathora Vyanjan.
They are kathor, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, there is no question, Didi.
Yeah, so we'll recite the prayer.
Yeah.
Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna to everybody.
Stay tuned for Hanuman Chalisa.
Yeah.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसतिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग जुग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई। जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजय नाथ हृदय महडेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसहु सुर भूप। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय।